Hi, my name is Joshua Green, and my Graduate with Honors project is a React website that is for a custom software development company that makes software solutions, programming, website development, and different kinds of software solutions for companies. So here I have a header with the company name, and then so on the home page there's information about the company. In my footer I have links to each page, and then social icons and email and phone icon. So if you click the phone icon, it will call, and the email will do the same. Then if you shrink this down, the nav bar becomes a clickable button that will take you to the next page. So my About Us page, just some simple information about the company and a card with my picture on it. The contact page is has some information about my address and the company phone and email, and then a contact form that you can send. Then we have our project page. So our project page, we have different templates that we can choose from, and after clicking on one of these things, and I'll click a mobile app, we can then enter in information. I'm just going to enter in some random information. That's my actual phone number. And then we have our initial note that we put in that gets saved to the project. Once we click this and submit our project for inquiry, then you get a reference ID that you can copy down. Then you hit OK, and your project is then persisted in the Redux stores, and then to the JSON server. So for my database, I have a JSON server being used, and then when I click this link, this button, it'll send me to a different page where I can sign in with that reference ID and the password. So then when I hit submit for this, there's an image of the project that I'm doing, and my project profile, some simple information about the user, and then their initial note is already there. So there's the note in a row. And then I can also click this add note button, that when I add the note, I'm gonna type a different name. And then when I hit submit for this one, it persists this, and the new note is added, as well as the time and the date. So that's my project. I had particular issues with setting up the Redux store and getting the action creators and action types situated. But I eventually got the hang of it. The main problem was trying to get a reference ID. I wanted a reference ID to post without me having to enter one. So I wanted it to be automatically and randomly generated. So I ended up figuring out how to do that by making a constant of some letters and numbers that I want to use, which are all of them. And then I made a function that returns a randomly generated number. And then after the object's created, it's sent to that new object. So, and then posted to the JSON server. So I'm also using, I use configure store, to get Redux, and I used the router and redirect and routing with the nav bar. And my next project, I wanted to actually get JSON working, because my next project, I wanted to be a React Native that coupled with this website, so that the users can have easier access to that information. And so that's what I'll be working on next.